How are you doing? Today we are going to understand how to replace six enemies of the mind. Do you remember? I have given you at least 5 different talks on the six enemies. How to replace the six enemies with the six friends. Now, in the morning, you have one of these six enemies moving into your mind and you are not aware. So it will take over your entire day. And it will cause anxiety, reaction, duality, tension, and then you will say that I have been doing for years together. And nothing happened. There is another question that comes to my mind. Honestly answer it. Was Buddha very happy? Was Jesus a happy guy after awakening? Other masters were happy? And if you say, yes, Jesus said love is God, obviously, he has been happy at every moment, 24 by 7. Same thing, Buddha filled with compassion. The non-violence, the idea of the non-violence was settled in his mind. Can you just think what happened to their mind? How come the Jesus said love is God and Buddha entered into meditation and awakens to compassion, and then he lived his entire life. He taught for more than 45 years. So after 6 or 7 years, Buddha left home for 6 to 7 years and sat in meditation under a tree and then awakened. That is the history. That is how we know this. More or less the same thing, uh, transformation happened to the Jesus. The Buddha transformed his mind. We also want to change our mind. Or we want to transform our mind, or we want to change the mind of our daughter, father, relations, society, situation, condition. We want to change the situation outside, but we fail to change it. They have transformed their mind because they purified their mind, they have transformed their mind, so they awaken to their real self of the nature of peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. Are you getting it? It happened to Jesus, it happened to Buddha, it happened to thousands of masters. My master used to say, who won the world? Who wins the world? The world of people, relationship, uh, including stress, anxiety, duality, and a conflict. The one who wins their mind, the one who is victorious over their mind wins the world. Did you win your mind? Ask yourself, what is the meaning of winning over the world? Come whatever the situation, relations, thought, speech, and action comes to your mind. There are no six enemies present in your mind. Whatever the situation may be, whatever the people may be, did you win over the mind? It is not a question of 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 4 years of the practice of the journey and then complaining that I have not changed. Ask yourself, are you still in the process of winning over the world or winning over your mind? The moment you want to win or victorious over the world of people, relationship, situation, you are already in stress. You have left the path. And when you have left the path, the six enemies will take over you. Even after 15, 20 years of the journey. Go back to the Buddha and Jesus and all our great masters. They were victorious over their mind. They won the mind. They did not win the world. But how it was possible for the Buddha to do that? They followed a self-discipline. Every day without fail. Every day they followed a self-discipline. They did not live the unexamined life. Their mind was not disturbed by anyone or any situation outside because they won the mind, their mind. When you win the mind, you win the world. When you win the world, you will continue to suffer. I'm very, it just came to my mind that there is a Sanskrit word you will always remember. It is known as dushman. And the literal meaning of dushman is the enemy. I talked about the six enemies of the mind. Now, if I translate the meaning of two syllables, dushman. Dush means the bad, man means the mind. When I have a bad mind, I am suffering. When I have a good mind, there is no one who can make me suffer. Are you thinking? Are you understanding? Bad mind, crazy mind, reactive mind. It means even after years of practice, I did not succeed in changing my mind. But why? I did not follow the self-discipline. But I am busy. Busy for what? Busy for getting stress? Or busy? So every day, every master followed a self-discipline daily. They used to sit in meditation. They used to examine their mind, whether the mind is moving towards the foolishness. What is that foolishness? I want to win over the world. Or I awaken to the wisdom in my mind. Or do you think they simply were teaching without their living with the self-discipline? Or do you think that they did not follow the self-discipline? They were awakened and then, or there may be a possibility that they may have the stress inside them and they are teaching compassion and love is God. No, that is wrong. They followed this self-discipline every day without fail. In the morning and evening, practice, and during the day, their practice is with their thought, speech, and action. They were vigilant, they were aware. That is the mind running after the word, or their mind remained with the six friends. So if I forget that I don't remain with my six friends, obviously it means mind is running in the world. We will talk we'll talk in little deeper later. Let us do the practice, and I will be adding one more step. It's a very important step. If not only you understand, experience, and realize every day, the life is going to change. Eyes are closed. Find out the most comfortable position of the body. So the place of the body and the space around the body, are you aware of the space around your body? Yes. The space around your body. In that space, your mind may pick up a lot of images and thoughts and feeling and sensation. We are going to purify that. So now look at the neck joint. Feel the sensation, comfort and steadiness. Move the mind on the shoulder joints. So mentally you are looking at the shoulder joints and you are aware within the shoulder joints. Our goal is to change the direction of the mind. What I was just talking before the practice. You want to win the world, mind is running in the world. You want to win over your mind, you have to change the direction of the mind. So you are looking at the shoulder joint, means you are not looking at the world. That is the only thing that we are doing in this step. So when you are looking at the shoulder joints, the world outside dissolves and you experience the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. I just want to point out, my friend, the moment you change the direction of the mind from the world outside to your body only, the entire state of the mind changes that you are experiencing now. Write to me, tell me if it is not. So, in moments of the stress, anxiety, duality, and a reaction, our mind is running in the world, and I want to win over the world. Not possible at all. That is the cause of all our stress and anxiety, duality, and a conflict. Move the mind on the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. And experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Only looking at your body means you are becoming more and more aware of the body instead of the world outside. The moment the mind runs into the world, it picks up the images and the past impression, what happened with the daughter, father, mother, honey, friends, son, relations, situation, and then it is lost in the world outside. It picks up the past impression of reaction and then it keeps on brooding. So ask yourself, did you follow this step 100%? And then you will get an answer. Second step is being carefree. Being carefree, free from the cares of the mind. So you look inside the forehead in the space. You're looking inside the forehead in the space. So there is a space, and the space is compared to the highway or a freeway we have in Arizona. On the freeway, the traffic moves. Whether you have a light traffic, heavy traffic, a traffic jam, nothing happens to the highway. Same way you are aware of the space inside the forehead and you have lot of thoughts, feeling, emotions, reaction, anxiety. Let it happen. They are the traffic. They are not touching that space. You have to remember, you have to tell your mind, are you clear? No traffic touches or changes the highway. No thought, feeling, and emotions can change the space in the mind. You are separating. You experience, they are already separate. You are realizing and experiencing that they are separate from the space. That separation will help you to awaken to the witness consciousness. They mix up. And when they mix up, then you say, I'm in stress, I have problem, I did not do it. It appears where did you? It only happens if you follow the self-discipline every day. You give the chance to the mind by self-discipline, by regularly practicing, by regularly listening and then contemplating. Let us move to the next step. Next step, that is what I want to give you today. In addition to the previous practice, so your eyes are closed, you are in a state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Very good. Now, in that state, in that state, if I ask you that ask your mind to sit in your eyes, ask your mind to sit in your eyes, you are aware of the eyeballs and the eyelids and the eyes. You are saying bye bye to the world outside. You are cleansing your mind. You don't allow the eyes to pick up any image of the world, and that is why I said, ask your mind to sit in the eyes. You experience the space, and even if any image comes, that image comes and goes, the space alone remains. Because in the presence of the eyeball, there is no image of an object. The space alone remains. And that space helps the mind to go within. Okay, ask your mind to sit in the nose. So when it is sitting in the nose, no smell from outside or inside. It is sitting in the nose, just at the tip of the nose, where you feel the breath going in. Because without the breath, you cannot have that sensation of the smell. So with that breath going in and out, there is no smell coming from outside and no even if the smell is coming, you are detached. Does the smell attracts me or repulse me? Answer is yes. Why? Because I find traffic in the highway are one. That is what exactly we are doing. You ask your mind to just sit in the nose. Smell inside and outside. You have to do nothing. They are separate, they are different. So your space alone remains, and that space helps the mind to go within. So ask your mind to sit in the tongue, the taste bud. So just first check that there is no taste. Normal. First you are aware there is no taste. Very good. Now be vigilant, be aware that no thought of a taste enters your mind. That is why I'm saying mind. That is why I'm saying the mind to sit on the tongue. Did you get it? When the mind is sitting on the tongue, you're not at all concerned about any taste, etc., etc., etc. Making it very simple. Ask your mind to sit on the skin. Ask your mind to sit on the skin. Skin sensation. So you simply feel the sensation in the space, not carried away by any sensation. You are not carried away by any sensation, hot or cold, pleasing, or pleasure, or pain, or you may experience heaviness sometime or lightness, but your mind is sitting on the skin. Because it is sitting on the skin, it does not create any reaction. Traffic jam is there. Does highway create any reaction? No. Now your mind is sitting in the ears. Space is there. Sound is striking the ears, but the sound is not touching you. They are there. You are free. You are free. So you have to, again, I'm sad, you have to do the practice. Every day I give you simple answer and think of it. If this answer doesn't make you clear, let me know. Our action plus attitude creates or reveals peace or stress. Thought, any thought enters into your mind. Any thought enters the mind, I need to examine it. Any association with the feeling, I have to examine it. before action, I need to examine that thought and the feeling. And if you examine it, does the thought, speech, and action carried away, carries you away, carries you away, I'm again stressing, carries you away with idea of recognition, appreciation, expectation. So it means the world is winning. Mind is winning. Mind is winning. You are not winning the world. You are not winning the mind. Once you pick up this and you live a vigilant and aware life, the life will definitely change from the day one. You will never be the same person again. Now we will go with the same old practice steps. So you are looking into the forehead in the space, and you take a deep, long breath into the belly, deep, silent, and slow breath into the belly, and the rib cage. Lips remain together. You are dropping Om Shanti deep inside the forehead, and you continue to say it mentally, but at the same time, dropping the Om Shanti, you are also doing humming sound every time you exhale. You start inhaling deep, silent, and slow. While inhaling, you are dropping Om Shanti inside your forehead, and also while doing the humming when the breath is coming out. Continue. Again, remember, body is still. Body is still. You are inhaling deep and dropping Om Shanti deep inside the forehead, maybe 5, 6, 10 times. While exhaling, you are doing the humming sound on one hand and dropping the Om Shanti inside your forehead in the space. I want to be sure you are dropping Om Shanti deep inside the forehead during inhalation and exhalation. During inhalation, it is mental. there is no sound going out, but when you are exhaling, you are making the humming sound plus the Om Shanti inside the forehead. Continue. Now leave it and experience. First, move your mind on the head and the neck, and now experience you in the mind, or the mind has taken over you. Now, just look at the head and the neck. Be there. Experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Wait for a while and check. Mind is not going anywhere. It is listening to you. If yes, the change will definitely come. No, but I have done today. What about tomorrow? No, I have to do it. That is what I told you, self-discipline. Buddha followed this self-discipline. Look at the right arm. Look at the right arm. Move the mind there. Feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. And just check. Mind is still there. Left arm, sensation, relaxation in stillness. Mind is still there. The middle portion of the body, and you experience not only the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Mind is not going anywhere. It is listening to you. If yes, the change will come. Right leg, sensation, relaxation, stillness, and check the mind is not going anywhere. Your experience continues. Left leg, left leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The entire body. I've been explaining you each step. You do it correctly, you have an experience, and that experience changes the mind. Oh, can it change the mind in one day? Am I doing it regularly? Do I follow this self discipline like Buddha and the Jesus and all our great masters? Now, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Its really meaning, literal meaning is let everyone be happy. Yes, I should know the literal meaning. We are doing it literal meaning and then knowledge part of it so that the mind settles, so that I can transform the mind. Can it happen in a day? No. Buddha spent 7 years in the forest. So we don't start thinking that it will take 7 years. But instead, I should find out how committed I am following just sparing an hour every day. So the knowledge part, let everyone be happy. Oh, the happiness is the essential nature of everyone. Searching happiness in the world is a delusion. Another part. So when I'm caught in the delusion, then only I'm in stress. I'm attached. I have an expectation. I'm searching happiness. That is the only reason. There is no other reason for the stress to enter into our life. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve santu niramaya. Let everyone in the state of the well-being. That is the literal meaning. So that state of the well-being, that sense of the well-being is at the center, at the core of our being. That being is always in the state of well-being. That is why we say well-being. We don't say well-becoming. So that wellness plus being, and that being is the real self. I have to remind myself all the time. Now I'm start seeking the well-being outside. Not possible at all. Yes, for the sake of caring the physical body, yes, it's okay. But that state of the well-being will come definitely from inside. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, sarve bhadrani pashyantu. That means the grace and the blessing is always available, provided I turn my mind from the world outside to inside. Are you getting it? And very simple, but not the exact meaning of this example, of this line of the mantra. If you ask your mind to sit in the eyes or ears and the nose and the skin and the taste, you stop interacting with the world outside. Your mind is already calm and relaxed. Can you do it? That is a challenge to you. These 3 to 4 years of the journey, you should be capable of doing it. If not, tell me. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavid, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavid. Let none suffer from misery. So instead of getting obsessed with yourself, you say, let no one suffer from misery in this world. Why no one should suffer? Because that is the essential nature of every human being. When the human being is deluded, caught in the delusion, ignorance, then they suffer. Then they suffer. Do you remember the 3 Shanti? Why we do the Shanti 3 times? Honestly, and right to me. If you remember 3 Shanti, so that will help you raise your awareness every day. First Shanti is to the known world, the world outside of relations, son, daughter, father, mother, situation, etc. Another is to the unknown world, what is going to happen tomorrow, today, next moment. Third Shanti is for my real self. So every time your mind moves, says one Shanti to the known world, second Shanti to the unknown world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And just open your eyes. Open your eyes. Stay there in that state and experience the tremendous change at this moment. Now ask your mind, what is the impurity of the mind? Why the impurity of the mind? How the mind becomes impure? Do you know the answer? Here and now, very clearly. Past impressions accumulated in trillions of impressions known as vasana. You don't get stress in this deep sleep. We are only stress, anxious, duality problem in the waking state. The dream is a dreaming state. It comes and it goes. The moment you wake up, that dream experience leaves. So only in the waking state. Why in the waking state? The mind, the sense organ, not the mind through their sense organ goes outside. You have seen, oh, maybe I see the wall, and now the past impression, my wall is cream in color, and you know, you see, it picks up anything. The past impression relates to that wall, or to a person, to a thing, to a situation. It creates an imagined pleasure or pain. Did I discuss this clearly? So when you are going to the world outside to meet someone, you are talking to someone. Are you aware and vigilant by doing these practices for so many weeks, months, and years? No, I'm not aware. Then how do you expect a change? So, yes, oh, I recognize the imagined pain and the pleasure, then likes and dislikes. Do you remember? Then attachment and so I have to work on it, simply not listening to it, but oh, I got attached here. I got attached to my daughter. Hold on. Let me drop it. Now, once you are attached, it will cause a desire in the six impurities of the mind, and it will cause you the problem. So now, did you win over the mind, or the mind has won over you? Simple answer. That is the cause of our stress and suffering. That is why I asked. That is why I explained you. Buddha, once he was happy, he always remained happy. Jesus always realized love is God, and that is the meaning of awakening. But after awakening, what you do? You spend your time and days again in ignorance, again in delusion. I will continue to have all kinds of expectation and a pleasure. It means the mind has not become pure. I'm just helping you to understand, my friend. Helping you to understand. So when I understand only one part, so Buddha followed the discipline every day. That is why he could teach thousands of monks, and he had thousands of monasteries around the world. He personally. So in the background, so understand, my friend, in the background means at the level of the vasana, at the level of the past impression of which you are not aware. You wake up in the morning. And in the waking state, the first trigger, imagined peace and the imagined pleasure or the pain. Why? Because of likes and dislikes. They are also hidden just by default. It happens. Then attachment and detachment. And after that, we have these six enemies takes over. We are not aware of it, and that causes their problem. Do you remember the six enemies? Six enemies are kama, the desire or lust, desire for seeking happiness, peace, love. From the word how, because I have a sense of attachment, that attachment results into expectations and craving and a possession. And I lost myself, I lose myself. Buddha won the mind. Buddha won the mind, so he won the world. I have not to win the world, I have to win the mind to win over the world. You have to listen to the past couple of these sessions. So the first is the desire. So there are two types of desire. You are going to grab a cup of tea. Yes, go and grab a cup of tea. Action part. Hmm? You want to eat pasta, go and make the pasta. But if your mind craves and obsesses, then what is the thought? Pasta makes me happiness. That is the problem. Pasta is not a problem. Daughter is not a problem. Son is not a problem. Relation is not a problem. Are you getting it? I am seeking appreciation, I have lot of expectations, and I am seeking peace and happiness from the daughter is a problem. But why you are seeking it? Because you want to win over the world. You don't want to win the mind. I'm just making it very clear. Do I want do I want to win the world, or I want to win my mind? Just make it very clear in your head. And if you make it very clear in your head and you live a vigilant life in all the situation, are you clear? Now you are not clear in a particular situation, and your expectations, that is working at the deeper level of your mind, your expectation, your sense of seeking and appreciation, etc., is not is not working. Then you get upset. So that is our second enemy. So I get upset only when my expectations are not met. And even at the second level, I should be vigilant by learning all these principles for so many weeks and months. But why it is not happening? Because of the ignorance and delusion. But why the ignorance is for so long? Because I do the practice for 1 hour to win over the mind, and the mind practices in your life to win the world 23 hours. Your mind returns after the meditation practice, and it says, now I have an expectation from this situation, this person. So we return to the same state again. Am I clear? Force me to answer your questions if you are not clear. Send me as many questions. You have a total liberty. Now see that what happens, whether my expectations are fulfilled or not. If it is not fulfilled, I am upset, angry, anxious, anxiety, and then I'm just, I'm out of my world. But even if my expectations are fulfilled, then my mind is constantly seeking that expectation to be fulfilled every time. So your son and daughter is not happy at that particular moment, so he or she doesn't fulfill your expectations. Again you get upset. So we continue to live in ignorance, not knowing that I am seeking peace and happiness from the world where it is not. So it has resulted into three impurities: the desire, agitation, and repeat desire. Now, all the three. What I said: desire, agitation, desire fulfilled or unfulfilled. So, desire becomes the agitation, desire becomes the greed. Now, all the three forcibly veils your mind that continues seeking peace and happiness from the world. That is what the delusion is. And that delusion, when you are in a delusion and you are seeking peace and happiness, love and the wisdom. I have not done enough practice. I have not been vigilant in doing the practice. I have not contemplated and reflected that I have to win over the mind. I have not to win the world. Are you getting it? So if you make a right choice, now you see that three, do you still remember? There are four enemies we have discussed until now. The desire, but before that, before the desire, I discussed about the past impression, trigger, imagined, etc. So they are working behind the at a deeper level, and that results into desire, desire fulfilled, greed, desire not fulfilled, agitation. All the three causes the delusion. Now, because of these four, I have a pride. I have a sense of ego. Why you are not appreciating me? Why you are not making me happy? It's your duty. That is pride. I came to your house and I thought that you will definitely recognize me and appreciate. So that those kind of the thoughts and feeling and emotions are always there in my mind because of these four enemies. So it has resulted into the pride, and then the pride results into the jealousy, and I return home, or my mind is thinking in this way. It enters into a greater delusion. It gets upset. It is pissed off. It disturbs your sleep. It keeps you into anxiety, and then you create an enmity. Now, the last part, I'm repeating it again. Do you still remember what I said? I said Sanskrit word for enemy. Do you still remember? The very it is called dushman. Dush means the bad, two syllables. Dushman as one word means enemy. But when you break up into two syllables, dushman. So man means the mind and dush means the bad. If I have a bad mind, I will continue to suffer. Bad mind means that I want to win over the world. Not possible. Nobody can win over the world. Buddha died the same way. Body of the Buddha died, but he lived an awakened life. So that is why we say he left the body. What it means? So after leaving the body, he was always alive. He is still alive. That life is the vision of the Eastern wisdom. Then you don't even think that but I have to live for 100 years. What it means? You want the body to live for 100 years. Are you your body? Lot of things to you are not the body. You are not the mind. So many years of understanding, your mind still believes that I am the body. And as long as you believe I am the body, first I am the body, then I have a name, and then I come to your house, and then you criticize, then you appreciate me, so I'm happy. So that I am happy is I am the body and the mind. I am not the real self. Lot of things to talk. We will do it in our next lesson. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be happy and keep smiling.